421, go.
9123 South Schiller. See Mr. and Mrs. Darushka. Reported their 6-year-old son missing. Disappeared from the backyard 10 minutes ago.
We're on our way.
Michael! My son, Michael, he was playing in the backyard. I saw him, and then 2 minutes later he was gone. The back gate was open.
I drove everywhere in the neighborhood. He's nowhere. I can't find him.
Exactly what time was it when you noticed that the boy was gone?
7:30, 25 to 8, maybe.
The 20 minutes ago?
Yes.
All right, alert area. We need units to start a door-to-door. Let missing persons know we have a tender agent. I'm gonna need a description and a real good photograph. I'd also like to take a look at the backyard. Okay?
Morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
Morning.
Connie, what's this?
That's a bagel?
I know what it is, but it's not a donut.
Think of it as a Jewish donut. You got any cream cheese?
Yeah, low fat, bottom of the bag.
Bagels and low-fat cream cheese. Was there some sort of evils of cholesterol article in one of your women's magazines this month?
Bagels! Great!
As a matter of fact, Robert, Constance may actually be prolonging your life by helping you eliminate unnecessary fat and sugar from your diet.
Prolong your life? Tomorrow, donuts.
Bobby?
6-year-old boy, only child of a 50-ish couple. District 4 already has a door-to-door search plan going. Just came in. Get over there, lights and siren.
East Chicago. Love the smell of those steel mills first thing in the morning.
Dr. Sandowski, I have a house call here for you. Uniform took the preliminary, says this is a bad one. Tight Armenian family, 3-generation household. Guy's name is Arthur Mimosian, optometrist, 47, white male. Left his office at 5:30 yesterday, never got home. His wife filed a report.
Want to bet by the time I get there, he's home, tail between his legs, lipstick on his collar?
Hey, don't go jumping to any conclusions till you do the interview, okay?
Okay.
Connie? Husband reported his wife left at 8:30 to get some groceries, never came back. Here. Now, the minute the guy admits they had a fight, mark it a voluntary, and get him a sign-off.
But I shouldn't go jumping to any conclusions, right?
Dan, rest of these are phone calls. You and Carlos will sign them.
Mira, tú y este bautizo me tiene. Hold on. Ray, I gotta talk to you.
Carlos, the christening's tomorrow, right? You two still going on about this name thing?
She's driving me crazy.
I'll settle it. Just name my godson after me.
Right. Carlito McAuliffe. How about Carlito McAuliffe, huh?
Where is he? We know every family on this block. This is a neighborhood, a real neighborhood. Most of us are second, third generation here. Everybody knows Michael, knows he belongs to us. No one's seen him.
And you called all of his friends' houses and stuff, right?
That's everyone I could think of.
What kind of things does Michael like to do when he's out playing? Does he climb trees, jump fences? Does he like to hide, you know, under things, inside of things, anything like that?
He's like every other 6-year-old boy. Of course he climbs up things, he crawls under things, he does all that. But he would never stay away this long unless something was wrong.
So what do? It's been 1 hour now. How do you help us find our son?
Well, sir, we have a lot of officers out here right now doing a systematic search of the entire area radiating from your house. We're gonna find him. Excuse me. Sir, do you have any gambling debts, political affiliations, anything that would make somebody angry enough to want to get back at you? I have to ask.
4 doors down, my neighbor. Maybe you know him. Dimitri, Thomas Dimitri. He's a cop, too. We've been friends for years. I listen to him talk. Sometimes I pity you guys. You have a horrible job. You get to see the dark side of people much more often than you get to see the good side of people. Believe me, nobody hates me enough to hurt her like this.
Thank you.
Arthur would never do this to his family by choice. He is a good son, a good husband, a good father, and a good business partner.
Mrs. Mimosian, when you last spoke to your husband yesterday, did he mention anything about having to make a stop on the way home or anything like that?
Now he comes straight home.
He always goes straight home from our office.
He never stops at a bar or a club for a drink or...
A drink? What kind of family do you think this is?
A lot of very nice people from very nice families occasionally stop for a drink. Mrs. Mimosian, does your husband have any medical problems he's been seeing a doctor about?
Roger, take your mother and sister into the dining room. Miriam, you go too. I want to talk to the policeman alone. Man to man. What kind of thoughts are you trying to put into their heads? What good is that going to do?
Look, Dr. Mimosian, this is just routine. These are the questions I have to ask. If there's a medical problem, a psychological problem, diminished mental capacity, if there's anything like that, it gives me all kinds of tools that I can work with. I can classify this as a sensitive and order a full-out search plan. With what you're giving me, all I can do is issue a bulletin and wait.
My son is not sick. He is not crazy, Mr. Sandowski. He is a successful optician like me, like his grandfather, like Roger will be.
Is there any possibility that your son is seeing another woman?
Absolutely not. What are you trying to imply?
I'm just trying to do my job.
Something happened to Arthur between downtown and here. This is what you are paid to do. Go find him.
Please find him before something terrible really happens to him. Please, Mr. Sandowski.
We'll find him. Hey, Roger, you into computers? We just got these new state-of-the-art onboard computers we're using. Want to check it out? Is that okay? Sure. Your own PC?
110 megabyte hard drive.
Hey, I bet your dad likes that too, huh?
He used to.
You got too busy, huh? That happens with dads.
He wasn't too busy. That wasn't
Roger,
it.
leave the policeman alone. He has work to do.
See ya.
Yeah. Yeah, see, they're nice people and all, but there's only one thing that bothers me. This is the only child of a couple in their late 40s, and he don't look a bit like either one of them. Right. Right, but I don't want to say anything to upset him before I know anything.
Officially, you know, Children and Family Services won't tell us squat. But I'll drop a few well-placed words in their right ear to see what comes back.
All right, thanks a lot, Lieutenant. I don't know if it'll get us anywhere, but...
Worth a shot.
All right.
Look, I don't know if I can make the game or not. I just got to deal with this.
Wow, surprised you're not playing with the Bulls.
I like teaching school.
It must be nice teaching at the same school as your wife. You guys get to ride to work together and all that?
Yeah, that's where we met.
Lucky lady. Good thing she didn't become a cop. She would have never met a nice guy like you. You know, teacher. All she would have met were other cops. You know what I mean? What'd she teach?
History, social studies, and civics.
And you?
Mainly, I coach the basketball team, but I also teach a course in community relations.
Oh, wow. Community relations, what's that?
A parole officer for kids who haven't been arrested yet, and hopefully won't be.
I can't get over how pretty she is.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, wow. She dresses great, too. Look at this jacket. I mean, it's a little conservative, but really great. Does she always dress this conservative, or is this just for school?
No, she dresses that way all the time.
I have been looking for something exactly like this. Do you know where she got it?
Sorry, I don't.
She didn't take her keys?
She took mine. They were by the door.
She'd take your wallet, too? All right, so she didn't go shopping, right? You two had a fight? It's okay. I mean, couples fight. It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
We've been doing it a lot lately.
So she's not missing? She left voluntarily?
She usually comes back after an hour or so, or at least calls.
Mr. Perry, the truth is really important here. Did you hit her?
No. I'd never hit her.
You never hit her?
No.
I didn't think so, but I have to ask.
I called every one of her friends I could think of.
Tell you what, why don't you give me those numbers? Let me try. She's probably really mad at you right now, and just told them not to tell you anything.
4 of these were unfounded. The Peterson Park guy found with 3 phone calls. Guy has 2 full-time jobs. His wife got his schedules confused. I know Anita's grandfather, Hernando's the oldest living relative in her family, but Alejandro raised me, man. He straightened my butt out. He got me off the streets when my parents gave up on me. He made me a man.
Carlos.
If anybody should be...
What's my daughter's name?
Gloria.
My grandmother, who raised me, her name, may she rest in peace, was Helen. Barbara's grandmother, who none of us met, was Gloria. Got the picture?
Lieutenant, I need to talk to you about this Mimosian case.
Yeah, talk.
There's something weird going on there. Everybody in the family's scared to death of the grandfather. They don't say a word without looking at him first.
Close Armenian family, it's going to be like that. Patriarch rules.
It's like they're hiding something. I don't know what.
You looked around their office yet?
No, just the house.
Well, if the guy's got something to hide, you're more likely to find it at the office than at the house.
Lieutenant, the old guy wouldn't let me look around the house. He's not gonna let me look around the office.
Go by when he's not there. Work your magic smile on the receptionist.
Hi, I know you. You work at Children and Family Services. Can I help you?
Sure. You can let me by. I need to speak with you, Lieutenant.
Do you have time for lunch first?
Sandowski got lost.
I was practicing.
Lieutenant, I could get in a lot of trouble for this.
Pretty good at keeping secrets here, Cheryl. What?
I was the caseworker on this adoption.
Bobby hit it on the nose?
Michael Darushka's real name is Ethan Hopkins. He was born in a prison hospital. His mother was serving 25 to life for armed robbery.
She's out?
Early parole, about 3 months ago.
I'll go to beat Bobby.
6 years out of 25. Why do we even bother arresting them anymore?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Cheryl. If we can find out who a parole officer is, that would be great. Yeah, I'll meet you at the county building. Excuse me, can I talk to the 2 of you alone somewhere, please? No, I don't have any news. Just a few questions I'd like to ask you, please.
Maybe we could go into the other room.
No, stay here. We'll go out. Давай.
I just got off the phone with a Cheryl Koblenz from DCFS. Why didn't you tell me Michael was adopted? What reason would you have for lying to me?
Why? What difference does it make to finding him? You think we love him any less because he's adopted?
No, I don't think that. But it does make a big difference to me that you told me the truth. You see, we're a funny breed of people cops. We figure that if you lied about one thing, you lied about everything.
It's not that we were lying. It's just that Michael doesn't know he was adopted, and we were afraid if we told you, you might tell him.
Mr. Darushka, I'm going to go outside and help with the search. We'll find Michael. Don't worry.
Thank you. And please thank Miss Koblenz. She's been so kind over the years since the adoption, and Michael's always enjoyed all the little presents she sent.
I will. Joan, listen, start questioning the neighbors, all right? See if they've noticed a strange car in the neighborhood with a woman driver parked or cruising around in, say, the last month or so.
Okay.
Come up with anything, beat me.
All right. She came over to my house about 11:15 last night. I gave her $100 and promised I wouldn't tell him that I saw her.
How come she didn't stay at your place?
Charlene figured he'd come looking for her.
Is she that scared of him?
Oh, she's not scared of John. It's just his jealousy. She can't deal with it. It makes her crazy.
Does he have a reason to be jealous?
No. If he did, I'd know about it. Look, Charlene was married when she met John. To the wrong guy. A boy from the hood she married when we were kids. He was one of them controlling types, you know? Holding her down, always keeping her back. I'm sure you've heard this a million times.
You know it.
But she went and got a certificate anyway. Started teaching, met John. It was the best thing that happened to her. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Miss Griffin. Just go in the back and I'll be with you in a minute. Jenny, will you get Miss Griffin changed and shampooed?
So, John keeps jumping to the conclusion that if she cheated on her husband when he met her, it could happen again.
You're a smart woman.
Do you know the name of a hotel around here that costs about $100 a night?
Look, I don't know where she went. That's why I'm talking to you. She was supposed to call me this morning, and she hasn't. That's not like her. I'm real worried.
The receptionist should never have allowed you to be in here alone.
Dr. Mimosian, come on. Level with me, huh? What's going on here? Would you tell me, please?
You have no right to be in here. You should be out there looking for my son. Karen, wait outside.
Dr. Mimosian, I'm sure this thing is very hard for you, but it'd be a whole lot better if you just tell me about it instead of me having to figure it out for myself.
What are you talking about? What are you accusing us of?
I'm not accusing you of anything, but you're not telling me everything about your son, are you? Look, I've seen his appointment book. It's out of date. Every blank piece of paper in there is covered with childish scribbles. His files are gone, and he's been relieving himself in the closet instead of using the toilet. Look, we're on the same team, Dr. Mimosian. I just want to find your son. Please, just give me the tools to do it with so I can bring him back.
I can't tell you what I won't believe.
Look, I don't know exactly what's wrong with him, and I don't have to. But something is. Just tell me that much so I can issue an emergency bulletin. A man who doesn't know the difference between a toilet and a closet should not be driving a motor vehicle. He could get hurt, or worse, he could hurt somebody else.
God forbid.
You've been living with this a long time, haven't you?
He was always so brilliant, so smart. And he's not always like this. He comes back to us like we knew him for an hour, for a minute. It gives us hope. You have to realize that his only chance is for us to believe that he'll get better. You must give us that. I beg you, I beg you to understand.
Is it Alzheimer's?
That's what they think. That's what they tell us. But that doesn't stop us from praying that they are wrong.
Who's that tall, cute blonde guy in your office?
What tall, cute blonde guy?
Thanks. Sorry about that. Okay, getting back to Janice Hopkins, I think you're barking up the wrong tree there. She's adjusted really well to being on the outside. She's got a job, and she shows up every day. She's got an apartment, she pays the rent on time. Got a car she hasn't missed a payment on. And she checks in with me like clockwork. Now, this is not the behavior of somebody who wants to go back to prison.
She may be squeaky clean, but I still have to check her out, okay? So I need her home address, her work address, make, model, and license on her car, and all her phone numbers.
I'd really rather not.
I tell you what, why don't you give her a call first? Do a little attitude check. See if everything's okay.
God, the Darushkas must be beside themselves over this.
Oh, hi,
Yeah,
Mr.
you must be
Kidus.
pretty close to him, huh?
Hello. Could I just have a quick word with Janice Hopkins, please?
I haven't even thought about him since the adoption was finalized, and that's been almost 5 years ago now.
You're kidding. She didn't even call in?
Address, car stuff, now.
Hey, where have you been?
Running down leads on the Charlene Perry case.
What leads? They had a fight, she walked out, right?
Yeah, you guessed it right, but she's disappeared off the face of the earth, and I've been talking to all her friends. Nobody even has a clue where she is.
They're lying.
I don't think so, Lieutenant. I mean, they might lie to her husband, but why would they lie to me?
Connie, you're a cop. People don't talk to cops, they lie to cops.
I don't know.
Did you put a plate number in the traffic?
Yeah?
Fine. Something comes up, follow it. Otherwise, pick 3.
Here, can you sign off on this one? Thought we finally had it settled, but no, not my Anita. Now she wants to push Alejandro back to his 5th name. 2 more relatives her grandfather once commemorated.
So where'd you find this guy?
Huh? Remember that prostitution suite Vice did a couple of nights ago? He was one of John's they booked. Wouldn't ID himself, didn't want his wife to find out. This name thing's becoming a war, Ray.
So should I wear a flak vest to the christening?
Ah, very funny. Thought you were my friend.
I am. I told you what to do. Wave a white flag, surrender.
I've heard of denial before, but this family has it heavy. If Arthur Mimosian were a juvenile, I'd have his old man up on endangerment charges so fast it'd make his head spin. We got a guy out there in some kind of advanced stage of Alzheimer's operating a motor vehicle.
Alzheimer's? You're kidding. He's been gone since yesterday at 5:30. He could be as far as Miami. Dan. Johnny's got an urgent for the national hotline. Take care of it, would you?
Gotcha.
Thanks. They just found Charlene Perry's car abandoned on the west side. They told me they had to notify violent crimes, too, because it fit the description of a car used in a robbery of a convenience store last night.
Miss Hopkins?
What's going on up here?
Police. You got the key to 2C, or you want me to kick the door in, man?
I'll kick nothing in. The one with the nail polish is the pass key. Drop it in the slot downstairs when you're done.
You got it. Janice. Miss Hopkins.
Don't you turn around.
Janice, you're making a big mistake. I'm a police officer.
What are you trying to tell me? That I could be in more trouble than I am already?
Janice, listen, I just want...
Little boy's sleeping next room. Now, real careful. You keep your hands where I can see him. Take the jacket off and drop it on the floor. Now, even more careful. Left hand, you hear? Take that gun out, put it down on top of the jacket. Slow.
Janice, what are you planning on doing?
Keep your mouth shut, cop. Y'all listen, you find out. Take them handcuffs. One hand. Lock 'em around your right wrist. Now walk to that radiator pipe over there. Hook yourself up to it with the other one. Now pull out your pants pockets, inside out. Let everything fall on the floor, then kick it away from you. Turn around and sit down. How'd you find me so fast?
Your parole officer.
I don't mean my address. I mean, how'd you know I had my boy? How'd you put it together so fast? I got my rights. You ain't supposed to be able to find out the birth mother's name.
And you ain't supposed to be able to find out who adopted him. How'd you find that out, Janice?
I knew where they put him for fostering. I got the telephone number, called him, pretended to be from DCFS. Found out they adopted him.
Is Michael okay?
Ethan. His name's Ethan. Of course he's okay. What do you think, I'd hurt my child?
Janice, I don't know what you do. I just want to make sure nothing happens to Michael.
Ethan, you hear me? His name's Ethan. And what I do with him is my business.
And just what are you planning on doing?
Whenever I do what I'm gonna do, you going to just be sitting there anyways. You ain't going nowhere.
You missing persons?
Yeah, Karadzic. Is there blood in the car?
Yeah, and a bullet took out this window right here. Martinelli. Sergeant Martinelli.
Hi.
How you doing?
Is she on...
No, she's not in here. What I think probably went down was this. She pulls up to a stoplight, right? Bad guy shoots her through the window. Opens up the door, pushes her over into the passenger seat. Drives off, dumps her, and then goes and does the convenience store.
How do you know?
Two things. One, he got a witness at the convenience store. Says he sees the getaway car, window's broken. Also, there's only one guy. Two, you can tell by the pattern of the blood smear here that he was pushed across the seat or right out the other door.
You know, I've been checking hospitals, morgue and stuff all day looking for this lady. Nobody fits the description. She's still out there someplace.
Dead, probably.
Yeah, well, if she isn't, she needs us to find her pretty quick, don't you think?
This is a big city. What do you suggest we do?
The robbery was what, 11:15?
About?
I can place her 4.5 miles north here at 10:45.
Well, that narrows it down a bit.
I'll get on the horn to Area 3 and get them to get a search plan started.
What are you going to tell them to look for?
What are you talking about? I have pictures, I have description of what she was wearing, the whole 9 yards.
All right. Then do it.
3256.
They told me if you had any credit cards, they all would have been out of date by now anyhow. Morgue, negative. Hospitals and clinics, 0. I thought since he's mentally incompetent, there might have been a hit and run or something. Nothing on that either. There hasn't been a hit and run in the last 24 hours, Chicago or the suburbs.
You have any money on him?
I asked the old man. He said he didn't think he'd had more than a couple of dollars, if that.
So if he hasn't cracked up the car by now, he'd have run out of gas, right? What does he do?
Walks, wanders around, gets lost, gets scared.
And tired?
Lays down someplace, goes to sleep.
Beat cop finds him. What does he think?
Drunk tank.
Dan, beat Bobby. See where in God's world he's been all day.
Gotcha.
Her body in the car?
No, worse. Bullet hole and a lot of blood.
Carjacking.
Yeah.
You notified the husband yet?
No, I was kind of stalling. Based on the fact that I can pinpoint the incident inside a 30-minute window in a 4-mile radius, I requested both districts set up a search plan order, a sergeant and 3 cars for each district. It's bad news. I only want to deliver it once. You know what I mean?
Getting good, Karadzic.
Janice, just listen to me for a minute, okay? Please. Why don't you just go, huh? I mean, I'll stay here as long as you want. Just leave Michael here with me,
and go. I won't tell anybody that I saw the two of you together.
You can't know what it's like. You can't understand. Having a baby, never seeing it, sitting in a concrete box for 6 years wondering about it. I wasn't planning on taking him. That's not what I was intending on doing. I just wanted to see him, to touch him, to hold him. But then I did. That beautiful little thing that came from me. Nothing beautiful ever came from me. I gotta watch him grow. He's mine. I got that right. Shush that thing, it'll wake Ethan.
Janice. Janice, listen. Do you really want to take him away from the people who care about him, that can love him? And to go where, huh? On the run? Janice, you're gonna be a criminal, a fugitive, running around dragging the evidence behind you. Is that what you want to do?
I love him too. My boyfriend says that we can dye his hair and stuff. Nobody will ever recognize him.
Hey, Michael. Hey, little man, how you doing? What's up, man, huh?
Ethan, come here to your mama.
My name's Michael. He knows my name's Michael.
That's right, man. Your name is Michael. Michael DeRuska, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
She says my name's Ethan. Come on. Michael. She says she's my mom.
I am your mommy, and your name's Ethan.
No, it's not. No, it's not. My name's Michael. My name's Michael.
Stop it, Janice. He's not Ethan. He's Michael. Michael DeRuska. And there's nothing you can do about that. You can dye his hair. You can lock him in a room. You can take him away. He'll still be Michael. Michael DeRuska. You can't change that.
I am your mama. You hear me? I am your mama.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Janice. Janice, for God's sake, don't do this to him. Think about him. Think about him. Think about tomorrow, the next day. You can't give him what he's already got, Janice. You know that. Think about him. Stop thinking about yourself. You're just being selfish.
Don't you badmouth me. Don't you go badmouth
No, Janice.
me.
Janice.
You wait till Ike gets here. Ike won't let you go badmouthing me. You wait.
Janice. Janice, please, just listen to me.
Look, shut up. Shut up. Or I'm gonna shoot you.
Dingy Broad? Who are you calling a Dingy Broad? Listen, if you got a problem, you take it up with your watch commander. He's the one who approved the search plan. So I don't care how long it takes to find her, alive or not, it's gonna be over my dead body that anybody withdraws this search order. What did you say? Shut up a minute, jerk-off. I gotta call you back. Hi, Mr. Perry.
I'm sorry, Officer Karatzik, but I couldn't wait any longer. I get a call saying they found Charlene's car, but nobody wants to say anything about her. I've been transferred from one person to another, and finally I get some guy named Martinelli, and he tells me I ought to call you. Are you gonna tell me what's going on?
Yeah. Look, we've got every available car in Area 3 out looking for her now, but we think that she got carjacked last night.
Well, where is she? Someone must have heard her. That's why you're looking for her. Someone must have heard her.
We're gonna find her.
Why do I keep doing this, man? Why do I keep doing this? She never should have been out there in the first place. It's my fault, my temper.
It's okay, Mr. Perry. Come on, it's gonna be all right.
I've just been acting crazy. Ever since I started realizing I was too old.
Too old for what?
The show. NBA. The Bulls, the Celtics, the Lakers. I never made it. I was always this close. Just like everything else in my life. And then I mess up. Charlene was the best thing that ever happened to me, and now I messed that up too.
Hey, Mr. Perry, you have to ease up on yourself a little bit. All you did was love her too much. You know, you just got jealous. Nobody can help that sometimes.
So what do I do now?
Go home. I will let you know something the minute I know something. I promise. Karatzik.
Oh my God.
Charlene?
That's my guy. Let me have the paperwork. Your watch commander okayed a bond on him, so it's my responsibility. Come on, Arthur. I'm going home.
Hello? Mom! What? It's for you.
Hello? Oh, thank God. Thank God. Well, is he all right? Is he hurt or anything?
He's fine, Mrs. Momosian. No, you don't have to come get him. I'll bring him home. About an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. You're very welcome. I'm happy to. Bye-bye. Can I use your locker room? Come on, Arthur. Get you showered up.
Hello. Yeah, honey, we're ready. Y'all just come by, honk the horn. No. No. You don't need to come up. I can handle it all myself. Okay. Bye. I just saved your life.
Yeah. Now let me save yours, Janice. Yours and the boys. Violation of parole, aggravated assault, kidnapping, unlawful restraint of a police officer. Janice, they ain't gonna never stop looking for you. This could be the biggest mistake you ever made.
Nah. The biggest mistake I ever made was giving up my baby in the first place.
No, Janice. Believe me, this is. For you and the boy. This is.
Closed up a few cases today, huh?
You know, those who would say 28 was a few.
Make that 32. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Good day today, huh? I guess Connie and Sandowski closed up theirs, too. Well, I'm signing out. I'll see you guys tomorrow at church. If I'm still alive.
Carlos, listen to me. Take my advice. Give in.
Lieutenant, Bobby hasn't come back yet?
Back from where? Been trying to locate him all day.
You know where he is?
We got an address on Michael Drushka's birth mother. He went to see her.
Did you get a number, too?
I didn't, but I can get it from a parole officer.
Hold still now.
Mom and Dad.
Hold still. Ethan! You're gonna like your new home. It's real pretty there. There's mountains and trees and a river you can swim in. Do you even know how to swim?
My mom taught me how to swim.
Well, I'll teach you better. Teach you to ride a horse, too. I'll get you a horse. Your own horse. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
No. I want to go home. I want to go home.
Listen to him. Listen to him, Janice.
We're going home, honey. That's where we're going.
Janice! Janice, think about what you're doing. Don't do this to him. Janice. Janice, 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 Janice!
Daddy! Mom, Daddy's home.
Annie?
Sarah? I got lost. I think.
Yes, you did. You got lost. But now you're home and you're safe and it's okay.
I was very frightened. They put me in jail. I told them I didn't do anything wrong.
You might want to give him some food. He told me he's pretty hungry.
Oh, thank you so much.
Roger, your daddy is home, honey. Roger, Roger.
Why'd you have to go and find him? We'd all be better off if he was dead.
Roger, that's your dad you're talking about.
It's not my dad in there. It's just his body with some awful disease living inside it. My real father's already dead.
Hey, man.
I don't know what to do with him. He misses his father so very much.
Hey, you had a father, so did Arthur. Roger's getting cheated, and he's hurting.
So am I.
So help him.
I can't replace Arthur.
No, you can't, but I think there's a lot you can both do to help each other. You know what I mean?
You were right. He ain't Ethan. He ain't my boy. You take him on back to his mama. You ain't Ethan. You're Michael.
Michael, go get the phone, man. Go answer the phone. Pick up the phone, man.
Hello? Is your name Bobby?
Come on, get back and let him work. I ain't leaving the man, it's my wife.
Sergeant! That's it. Missing persons.
Oh, you don't want to get my duty officer's face, huh?
Yeah, well, I can't believe he eats with that mouth.
Well, let me tell you something. You and this lady got a lot in common.
What do you mean?
Well, if you weren't so stubborn about that search plan, she'd have been dead before we found her. And if she wasn't so stubborn about staying alive, she'd have been dead hours ago.
Where was she?
Behind a dumpster in an alley, about a block away from that robbery last night.
How bad is that?
She took one in the neck, left the next one in the back. Took another one in the chest, it's still there. It's hard to say what got torn up inside. She lost a lot of blood. Well, hey, thanks, investigator.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Thank you.
I hope she's gonna be all
He
right.
doesn't think the bullets hit anything vital. He's pretty sure she's gonna be okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. You brought her back to me, and she's gonna be fine.
You're welcome. Good luck.
They got Janice Hopkins, Indiana Toll Road.
Well, these folks gonna have some pretty rough stuff to deal with. The kid's gonna have a lot of questions. She had him pretty confused.
Cheryl's good. She'll help him through it.
Yeah. Listen, she keeps asking me about some tall, blonde, cute guy in our office.
Who, Johnny? He hit on her in my office this morning. She blew him off.
Hit on her? Blew him off? Lieutenant, you know you're getting them lines down pretty good.
Get out of here. So what'd you tell her?
That he was married with 6 kids.
Is it your will that this child should be baptized in the faith of the church, which we all profess with you?
Yes.
I baptize you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Carlos Rey Maran. The Lord Jesus made the deaf hear and the dumb.
You said it was your idea?
I was just kidding.
Well, it was a good joke.
Instead of arguing over whose family was more important, decided to choose our closest friend.
And over that, there was nothing to argue about.
Of God the Father.
Amen.